Delays.
Travelogues with Bob and Dogs. Travelogues with Bob and Dogs. Travelogues with Bob and Dogs. Travelogues with Bob and Dogs.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to another exciting episode of Travelogues with Bob and Dogs. A series of videos about an epic road trip that I swear is going to happen soon. I had planned to be on the road right now, but as I was getting ready, I came to the realization that the diet I feed my dogs is insane, and it's just not practical in an Airstream. So before I show you what I feed them, let me tell you why I feed them what I feed them. This magnificent creature is Otis. He was one of the first 3 dogs of my adult life. To give you some idea of what he was like, I always said Callie had a great sense of humor. Jessie had no sense of humor. And Otis was hilarious but didn't get the joke. One day Otis started to limp. The limp didn't go away, so back and forth to the vet, different meds. It turns out he has soft tissue sarcoma. For those of you playing along at home, any word that ends in oma is cancer, except coma, which is a novel by Michael Crichton. While we waited for a consult with a surgeon in Portland, Otis got worse fast. His chest muscles were starting to atrophy and he had a big lump on his shoulder. We called him Quasimodo. The surgeon was a lovely person who spent the whole appointment on the floor petting Otis and telling us there was nothing she could do. I thought, a surgeon who doesn't want to do surgery. She gave us the say your goodbyes and comfortable as possible speech and said she was sending us to a vet in Bethel for palliative care. She referred us to this guy, Dr. Gary Stewart, a holistic vet and possibly the kindest man I have ever met. He gave me 7 days worth of pain meds. I thought, 7 days? That's fantastic. He also started Otis on acupuncture and about $300 a month worth of mushroom dust. 2 different kinds. I immediately changed Otis's diet. 7 days became 7 more days, then a month, then 2. Then his tumor started shrinking and he gained back muscle mass. We weaned him off his pain meds. He lasted most of a year, and for several months he was symptom-free. Now, no one is willing to say that any one thing we did, or even the combination of things, prolonged Otis's life. But what happened, happened. That's why I feed my dogs what I was feeding Otis, which is this: Dr. Harvey's Canine Health. It's about $80 a bag, and a bag lasts about 2 weeks. It's simple to make. You weigh out the Dr. Harvey, mix with water, select your favorite protein, in this case, a pork loin. They eat about 2 pounds of meat a day. Mix it all up with some olive oil and serve. You remember the kitchen in the Airstream, right? It just can't be done. So I need to spend a week weaning them onto their new food. I'm told Acana is Latin for more expensive than beef. Well, that's all we have time for today. Join us next time when we actually hit the road. What do you say, guys? Should we hit the road? All right, let's hit the road. Who's ready to go?